That we also knew we wanted to find a church home, and so I we had anticipated moving from Virginia to Raleigh, and so we were preparing that whole time, saving, doing all the necessary things to relocate. It's not a small thing to do, and so looking for a church home was a high priority. And so I was listening to podcasts, stumbled upon this podcast, Pastor Jerome Gay at Vision Church. Um, this man can preach, just gospel centered, and it was everything that I wanted. Just a strong emphasis on being diverse but unified, because I think that's like the cliche thing, just wanting to have a diverse church, which is good, but diversity without unity, it really doesn't matter. And that was a staple, a pillar of value that was at Vision Church. And the preaching was gospel centered, and the way to my heart is the gospel, man. So anytime I hear someone, preaching the gospel, it just warms my heart. And so we checked out the church once I got down here because I had to move first before my wife could. And not only were they preaching the gospel, they were living it out as well, living in community with one another. And so we ended up joining the church. And so we've been going there, like I said, almost for a year. And this is where I met Brent and several other people that I'm beginning to build relationships with. And so I'm extremely grateful for that. Like I said, I'm not a person, well, I've said previous times that I didn't grow up in the church. Like, we went to church, but it's just what you do on Sunday, And so it was just kind of what you do. It wasn't anything that you took serious. It's like those people who go on Wednesday night and Sunday night, they a little bit too serious with it. And so me and my family just went to go. But when you when you realize and embrace the gospel, you realize church isn't just something you do on Sunday. Church is 24/7. That we are the church. That the church is simply a physical a building, and that the people inside it are what make the church, and that being a Christian isn't something you just do on Sunday. That it's a lifestyle. It's dedicating your life to your Lord and Savior Jesus. And so once I grasped those truths, being a part of a church was a huge thing for me. So not only did I find a church that was gospel centered, a church that was high on diversity, the people there showed love to me and my wife. And so we are extremely grateful to be at Vision Church, where we can just grow in the Lord and just be in community with people. So I know a lot of people are searching for a good church and have been hurt by the church. So I'm grateful that we were able to find a very good, doctrinally sound church, a healthy church, and a church that is practicing what they preach. So I'm extremely grateful for that.